So hello guys, I welcome you to this special video on AMCAT mock test on logical reasoning. So logical reasoning section basically consists of 12 questions and you need to solve them within 20 minutes. So without wasting any further time, let's proceed with this section, and this is a very good mock test and it will be very useful for you regarding your AMCAT preparation. So in order to solve the logical reasoning section, I strongly recommend you that you watch this video till the very end. Okay, only then you would be able to grasp the entire section. Okay, also in case you want to do a live practice, you can proceed by pausing this video in between after every question and try to solve it by yourself. Okay, obviously you can just play the video again in order to see the solution which I would be discussing. So let's proceed. Okay, so these are the 12 questions which I have listed in this video. Okay, so we proceed with the first question, and these are actually the type of pattern of questions which are being followed in AMCAT over the years. Okay, so you can say that this is the latest pattern of the questions which are being covered in the logical reasoning sections in AMCAT. So I strongly recommend that you follow this video till the very end if you are really serious about the AMCAT exam. Okay, let's see the first question. So find the next number in the series 6, 24, 60, 120, 210. Okay, so when we get such sort of number series, first of all we try to see whether this is some kind of addition series. I mean, there is some specific number which has to be added to all of the numbers so that we get the next number. Like if we see what is the series, this is so this is 6 and 24 and 60 and 120 and 210. So if you see, difference between 6 and 24 is 18. The difference between these two is 36. Difference between these two is 60. Difference between these two is 90. I don't see any sort of pattern in this. So this cannot be the addition series. Okay. Okay. Now is it some sort of square series? I mean, are they being followed like square of some numbers like the series is? If you see, it is 6, 24, 60, 120, 210. See, whatever questions are being discussed in this video, my aim is not just to solve them but to explain you the exact approach by which you should go about in order to solve these questions. Okay, so while solving this question, I can just go about it straight away by providing you the solution, but this is not the correct way. I should tell you how you should think while starting to solve any question. Okay, so now let us see whether it is some sort of square series. Like 6 can be expressed as 2 square plus 2, and 24 can be expressed as 3 cube minus 3. Okay, sorry, I'm talking about the square series. So which is the nearest square to 24? We can say it is 4 square, which is 16, plus 8. And what is this? Can we express this as maybe 7 square plus 11, which is 49 plus 11, but we are still not getting any sort of pattern. So now what will we try? We will try the cube series. Let us try with the cube series. So for the cube series, we have like 6 can be expressed as 2 cube minus 2, 2 cube minus 2, which is 8 minus 2. 24 can be expressed as 3 cube minus 3, like 27 minus 3. 60 can be expressed as 4 cube minus 4, which is 64 minus 4, that is equal to 60. And 120 can be expressed as 5 cube minus 5. Okay, similarly 210 can be expressed as 6 cube minus 6, which is 216 minus 6. So the next number must be 7 cube minus 7. because this is the pattern that is being followed in this question. And what is 7 cube? It is what? 343 minus 7, which is 336. So that is the answer. That is how we have identified the trend in this number series. So whenever you try to solve such sort of number series, you should go about like that only. You should start thinking like whether it is an addition series, whether it is a subtraction series, whether it is a square series, whether it is a cube series. Now, if even the cube series had not worked, I would have looked for the prime number series. I would have looked from the perspective like maybe these are some sort of prime numbers or all. So, but the cube series had worked for me. Okay. So, since the cube series had worked for me and it has given the solution, it was not required for me to proceed with the prime number series. Okay. I hope you got the solution. So, next we proceed to the next question. Okay. So the next question is, find next pattern in the series K, L, and Q, U, V, X, A, E, F, H, K, O, P, R, U, and we don't know what is the next series actually in this. Okay. So what is this? There are four options: Z, A, F, C, Y, Z, B, E, Y, A, B, D, and X, Z, B, D. We cannot just solve this question like that only. First of all, like always, we need to identify the trend in this series. Okay. So the first number in this series, first letter series is K, L, N, Q. So if we see that I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Q. So K plus 1 gives L. Okay. L plus 2 gives N. If we see the alphabetical ordering of these all alphabets, and plus 3 gives Q. Okay. So K, L, N, Q satisfies this. Because normally when we solve this sort of alphabetical series, first of all we try to find out whether some sort of addition series is being followed or not. Okay. So first of all we have tried searching like that only, whether any addition series is being followed or not in this. Okay. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 is the trend for K, L, and Q. Next we have U, V, X, A. Let me see U, V, X, and A. So next letter is V after U. So plus 1, V, W, X. So plus 2. And what comes after X? Y, Z. And then if we consider this alphabetical series as a circular one, so after Z what comes? A. So this is plus 3 also. So this is also satisfied like this. Next, let me see E, F, H, K. E, F, H, and K. So here also plus 1, plus 2, H, I, J, K, and plus 3. Okay. So this is also followed. Now next let me see O, P, R, U. O, P, R, and U. A, L, M, N, O, P. So it is plus 1, it is plus 2, and it is plus 3. So similarly, next series would be like that only. Okay. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 is the way to go. Okay. So let me just rub off this. Plus 1, plus 2, and plus 3. Let me erase this completely. Now, in this, we have to proceed with all the options one by one. Like the first option is Z, Z, A, F, C. That is the first option. So, is it followed plus 1, plus 2, plus 3? Let us see. Z plus 1, correct. But plus 2 is not being followed because plus 2 in this case, C should have come here. Okay. So, this is not done. This option is not correct. ZAFC does not work for us. Next we have YZBE. Y, Z, B, and E. Okay. So plus 1 is being followed here. Then plus 2 comes up here. Okay. And C, D, E. Okay. So what comes here is, this is the way to go. This is the correct option because plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 is being followed here in YZBE. Let us see the next option, YABD. It is Y, A, B, and D. So plus 1 is not followed because Z should have come here. So YABD is not being followed. Let me see the last, which is X, Z, B, and D. So even here plus 1 is not followed because y should have come next after x. So this is also not followed. So the correct option is YZBE. Okay, which is this. YZBE is the right answer. So here, while solving these alphabetical type of series, what you should do, first of all, you try to find out the pattern within these series. Okay, once you find the pattern in this series, you should analyze all the options one by one, like which option is following that pattern and which option is not following that pattern. Okay, so this is the way to go. Next question. In the following sequence of digits, how many digits are either immediately preceded by a multiple of 3 or immediately followed by a multiple of 3? Okay, so this is a long sequence of digits. Let me just write it again, like 5, 3, 1, 9, 3, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 1, 9, 3, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7 and 3, 6, 5, 7, 3, 6, 9, 3, 2 and 4. So now we have to find out how many digits are either immediately preceded by a multiple of 3 or immediately followed by a multiple of 3. So first of all, we should know which digits are the multiple of 3. First of all, so which digits are multiple of 3? Let us find out. This is a multiple of 3. Then 9 is a multiple of 3. 3 is a multiple of 3. 3 is a multiple of 3. 3 is a multiple of 3. Then this 3, 6. Oh, sorry. What was there? 7, 3, 6 was there. Huh? 6. Okay. So 3, 6. And then 3 once again. Okay, I think 9 was there. Let me just write it again. So what was there after 7? 3, 5, 7. Then 3 was there, 6 was there, 9 was there. Then 3, 2 and 4. Okay. So here we are finding the multiples of 3, which is 3 is a multiple of 3, 6 is a multiple of 3, 9 is a multiple of 3. Okay. Then once again 3 is a multiple of 3. Okay. Okay. So that's it. So these many digits are the multiples of 3. Now we have to find out how many digits are either immediately preceded by a multiple of 3. Okay. So how many digits are immediately being preceded by a multiple of 3? First of all, we have to find out that. Okay. Let us see. So first case will be preceded. So whatever are the preceded, let me mark them by a tick mark. Okay. Let me mark them by a tick mark. So which are the digits that are being preceded by a multiple of 3? Which are these digits which are being immediately preceded by a multiple of 3? Okay. Like 1 is a digit which is preceded by a multiple of 3. Yeah, 3 is coming before it. Okay. Then comes this 3 which is being preceded by a multiple of 3, which is 9. Then this 3 which is being preceded by a multiple of 3. Then this 5 is being preceded by a multiple of 3, which is 3. Okay. Then what comes? This 6 is being preceded by a multiple of 3, 9, 3 and 2. So these many numbers are being preceded by a multiple of 3. And let me just count them. How many are there? So how many ticks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So 8 numbers are being preceded by a multiple of 3. Now, question says how many digits are either immediately preceded by a multiple of 3 or immediately followed by a multiple of 3. So let me see for the case of followed now. So for all followed, let me just mark them by a cross. Okay. So how many digits are followed by a multiple of 3? Like 5 is being followed by a multiple of 3. Okay. As 3 is coming after 5. And this 1 is being followed by a multiple of 3, which is 9. 9 is followed by a multiple of 3. 3 is followed by a multiple of 3. Okay. And then this 2 is followed by a multiple of 3. Then this 7 is followed by a multiple of 3. 3 is followed. 6 is followed. 9 is followed by a multiple of 3. Okay, and these many. Okay, so how many cross are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 are the number of digits which are being followed by a multiple of 3. Now the question says how many digits are either immediately proceeded by a multiple of 3, or is coming here, or immediately followed by a multiple of 3. Okay, so we add up both these cases. 8 plus 9 equal to 17. 17 is the answer, but no, 17 is not the answer, because there are a few digits which are common in both these cases. For the case number 1, which is the preceded case, and the case number 2, which is the followed case. Okay, so now we have to find out the common digits which are preceding multiple of 3 as well as following multiple of 3. Okay, so let us see those digits which are having a tick as well as a cross. Okay, so what is that digit? This one. Okay, let me just mark this with something else, like this one, this marker. So 1. Okay, 1 is having a tick as well as a cross. Let us see something else. This 3. This 3 has been counted twice, so having a tick as well as a cross. Then next we have this 6 is also having a tick as well as a cross. This 9 is also having a tick and a cross. So there are 4 digits which have been counted twice. Okay, so now when we come to the answer, we have to subtract 4 from this, because these 4 digits have been counted twice in the preceded case as well as in the followed case. So what is the answer? 13 is the answer. I hope that makes that gives you a little bit clarity. Okay, let us proceed to the next question. Solve the following verbal analogy. Okay, so the verbal analogy is like USA has a president. So what will Germany has? So who is actually the head of the state for USA? That is the president. President has the maximum powers in USA. That is the head of the state. Who is the head of state for Germany? Berlin, Chancellor, Director, Arms, or Pope? So let me just tell you, there has to be some sort of general knowledge also. Answer is Chancellor, because there is no sort of logical reasoning in this. Straight away, this is a verbal analogy, and such sort of questions do appear in AMCAT on a repetitive basis. So you need to have some sort of general knowledge as well. Okay, the answer is Chancellor. Let me just straight away tell you, and we proceed to the next question. Okay, in a certain language, if cricket is coded as 3923564, rocket is coded as 913564, and kettle is coded as 564406, then how is little coded in that language? Okay, so how do you code little in that language? For that, first of all, I should be knowing the meaning of individual alphabet. Okay, like what do I want to say when I say that? Like, let me write cricket. Cricket. So cricket is coded as 3, 9, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4. Fine. It is 3, 9, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4. But I cannot say for surety that this alphabet means that only. Okay, you cannot say that with surety unless specified in the question. So let us see the meaning of the next word, which is rocket. Now rocket is coded as, let me see, A-E-T, rocket. How is rocket coded as? Rocket is coded as 9, 1, 3, 5, 6, 4. Now let us find out the common ones. Based on that, we can actually come to a conclusion that this letter means that. Okay, so if we see carefully, cricket, in cricket, 3 is coming for C. You can see that 3 comes below C as always. So it means C means 3. C means 3 because in rocket also C means 3. That is pretty much clear. Similarly, in cricket, we can see that K is coming out to be 5. So K is 5 here also in rocket. Then in cricket, E means 6. So here also E is 6. So that is clear. E means 6. Similarly, here T is 4. So in T is 4. Correct. Okay. R is 9 here and R is 9 here. So R means 9. So now we are coming to some sort of conclusion. Similarly, what are the left abouts? Like I means 2. Correct. And O means 1. Correct. Now, similarly, they have given one more example like cattle is coded as 564406. So cattle is coded as 564406. Okay, so we already know that E means 6 and K means 5, T means 4. We know that. Now E means 6 we also know, but we didn't know about L. So L means 0. L means 0. Okay. Now the question comes. So how will little be coded as? Little. What is L? 0. What is I? 2. What is T? 4. What is L? 0. And what is E? 6. So this is the answer. 024406. Option number B. So that is how you solve these sort of questions. Always do remember that it is not with certainty that certain alphabet means certain number unless it is being proven by at least 2 examples or unless it is being clearly specified in the question. Okay, I hope you are able to understand the concept. So let us move to the next question. The next question is find the odd one out in the following series. Okay. So how do you go about this? How do you go about solving this sort of question? Find the odd one out in the following series. So there are some examples like 42624, 37573. Option number C is 84284. Option number D is 93339. Option number E is 74347. Okay. So let us see how do we go about solving the odd one out in the following series. Okay, let us see what we can do here. Now let us see, these numbers seem quite big to find out the odd one out in the series. Like if I say 42624, which is the first option, let me see what we can do in this. Try to find out some sort of pattern in this, like 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 plus 4, then 6 minus 4, 2 plus 2. I don't see such great pattern in this. Let us see the option number B, which is 37573. Try to find out like plus 4 minus 2 plus 2 minus 4. Still I am not able to find out a clear pattern. Let me see the option number C, which is 84284. It is minus 4 minus 2 plus 6 minus 4. This is very much vague. We are not able to find out a clear pattern. Let us not even talk about finding the odd one out. We are not able to decipher the pattern in the individual options. How will we find out the odd one out? So you think it is a very tricky question? Let us see. What happens in this? We are being given 5 options and we have to find out the odd one out, and we are not able to even find out the sort of pattern in these options. What to do in that case? There has to be some sort of trick besides it. Now you can go about, obviously you can go about finding some sort of square series or cube series, but it looks like complicated. Try to see things from a different angle. Okay, like 4 2 6 2 4. When things don't work around, with the established concept, try to think differently. Okay, so we have 4, 2, 6, 2 and 4. Okay, now if you see, 4 is coming at the beginning as well as the end, 2 at the beginning, 2 in the end, and 6 here. So even if I reverse this number, it comes out to be 4, 2, 6, 2, 4. And we know that such sort of number or such sort of string which is same when written from the beginning or when written from the end is known as a palindrome. It is a palindrome. Okay. So 42624 is a palindrome. Let us see for the option number B. Let us see for the option number B, which is 37573. So even if we write it in the reverse order, it comes out like that only. So this is also a palindrome. Next we see 84284. Now if we write it in the opposite order, it will be 48248. So it is not the same when written in the forward and in the backward direction. It is not a palindrome. Let us see for the other options before we come to any conclusion that it is an odd one out. Let us establish the fact that all other numbers are palindromes. So we have to see all the options. Let us see, it is 93339. So it is also a palindrome when written in reverse direction. It is same. Next we have this one 74347. It is also a palindrome because it is also same when written in either of the directions. So we come to the conclusion straight away that 84284 is the right answer. It is the odd one out since this is not a palindrome. All other options are palindrome. This is not a palindrome. Okay. Let us proceed with the next one. Now this is also like that. Find the odd one out in the following series. So here also we have to first of all find out some sort of pattern out there. So the options are 20, 42, 58, 72 and 90. So 20, what we can say about 20? We have to find out certain specific thing about 20, whether it is a prime number. No, it is not a prime number. Okay. So let us try to express 20 in terms of its square series if it is not a prime number. So how can we express it? In the nearmost terms, it can be 4 square plus 4. Now I'm not sure whether this pattern will be followed in all other options or not. I'm not sure about that. Let us try to see the second option, which is 42. Okay. So how can we write 42? It can be written as 6 square plus 6. Next is 58, which can be written as how can 58 be written as? I don't think it is 7 square plus 7 or 8 square plus 8. No. Let us leave it. How can we write 72? It is 8 square plus 8. It is 64 plus 8. How can we write 90? It is 9 square plus 9. Okay, so only 58 is the number which cannot be written like that, and that is why 58 is the odd one out. I hope you like the concept behind this. Okay, next question is a really good one, which is find the time between 2 and 3 o'clock at which the minute hand and the hour hand make an angle of 60 degrees with each other. Okay, so first of all, let me draw a small clock for you. Okay, and how does that look like when 2 is there in the clock, when we have a 2 o'clock? Okay, situation is like that. So find the time between 2 and 3 o'clock at which the minute hand and the hour hand make an angle of 60 degree with each other. So what is the actual time when the 60 degree angle is being made? Okay, between 2 and 3 o'clock at which the minute hand and the hour hand make at an angle of 60 degree with each other. How do we solve about it? So let me share a formula with you. which many of you may not have seen earlier, which is theta equal to 11m by 2 minus 30h. Okay, it is the modulus of 11m by 2 minus 30h. So theta equal to mod of 11m by 2 minus 30h. Okay, so first of all we have to see two cases, like case number 1, when 11m by 2 is greater than 30h. Okay, so for that the equation will be theta equal to 11m by 2 minus 30h. This is how we have removed this modulus operator from this, because there will be two cases. What is theta given here? It is 60. Okay, and what is m here? We don't know, we have to find out. Then what is 30 and what is h? H is the base hour, which is 2 here, because we have to find out the time between 2 and 3 o'clock. H is the base hour. Okay, and m stand for the minutes after this base hour. Okay, so this is the basic which I am sharing with you. So now h is the base hour, h is 2 here. So we have 60 equal to 11m by 2 minus 60. So 11m by 2 becomes 120 and m comes out to be 240 by 11. Okay, or we can write it as m equal to what? 21 9 by 11 minutes. We can write it like that. So it means that 21 9 by 11 minutes have passed over 2 o'clock, and that is when an angle of 60 degrees is being made between the hour and a minutes clock. Okay, this was about case number 1. So that is the first part of the solution. Case number 2. What is case number 2? Let us see what happens in case number 2 when theta equal to 30h minus 11m by 2, which happens when 30h is greater than 11m by 2. Okay, so what is theta? It is 60. What is h? It is 2, and we have to find out m. Okay, so 60 equal to 60 minus 11m by 2. So 11m by 2 equal to 60 minus 60. So m comes out to be 0 in that case. So the answer is m equal to 21 9 by 11 minute or m equal to 0 minutes. This is the solution. Like practically we can also see, like when m is 0, like 0 minutes have passed over 2, we can just see that this angle is already 60 degree, we can see. Okay, so this was for your explanation, but the answer is m equal to 21 9 by 11 minutes or m equal to 0. That is the answer of this question. I hope you like the solution to this tricky question, because this was a really different question from what you have been solving till now. Let us see the next question, which is also a very good one. One evening, Avinash and Abhinav are talking to each other while sitting at either ends of seesaw facing each other. Avinash observed that his shadow is falling to his left. Which direction is Abhinav facing? Now this is a very interesting question, and you can see that direction sense is the topic which has to be mastered in order to solve this. In order to solve such sort of questions, I would say that this is a pretty tricky question. First of all, just mark the directions like this. We make the axis. This is north, south, east and west. Okay. So one evening, Avinash and Abhinav are talking to each other while sitting at either ends of seesaw. Okay. So they are sitting at the opposite ends of seesaw and they are facing each other. So Avinash observed that his shadow is falling to his left. And please note that one evening, it is evening. Okay, the sun rises in the east while it sets at the west. So sun should be somewhere around here in the west. Okay, this is sun. This is sun. Okay, and we can and it is saying that while sitting at either end of the seesaw facing each other, they are sitting like, and Avinash observed that his shadow is falling to his left. Okay, so Avinash, where should Avinash be sitting? Maybe Avinash is sitting here like this, and he's facing like this. So this is his left and this is his right. And obviously when the shadow is falling like that, his shadow is falling like that. Okay, his shadow would be like this. So that is why the shadow of Avinash is falling to his left, like Avinash should be sitting here. Okay, now this is just an assumption based on what we have been seeing till now. We are not confirmed about this. We may have to make certain cases. If Avinash is sitting like this, the question is saying that Abhinav would be sitting like this. Abhinav is sitting like this. Okay, so let us just read the question once again, whether it is being satisfied by what we have drawn till now. So Avinash and Abhinav are talking to each other while sitting at either ends of seesaw facing each other. Okay, so Avinash and Abhinav are facing each other. Avinash observed that his shadow is falling to his left. Correct, his shadow is falling to his left. Okay, this is his left. Then which direction is Abhinav facing? So what is the direction Abhinav is facing? Abhinav is facing this direction, this one. So what is this direction? This is north, because Abhinav is facing like this. So he is facing north direction. North is the answer. Obviously there were not any formulas or any other sort of interpretation being used here. You have to use your mind. You have to visualize everything and then you have to write on paper. Okay, in order to solve such sort of questions. These are very tricky and very important type of questions which have a high probability of appearing in the exam. Okay, I hope you like this. I hope you appreciate such sort of content. Okay, let us see the next question. So obviously this is based on the blood relations. Showing a photograph, P said, "She is my mother's son's daughter." How is the person photograph related to P? In case you want to see the videos which I made on blood relations, you can click on the I button over there. Okay, and in order to solve this, this is a question based on blood relations, and as I have already discussed in my video on blood relations, as I've already discussed, we normally represent the males by a rectangle. Okay, the males, and the females by a circle. So this is what I have been following in my problem solving when it comes to blood relations. Now, showing a photograph, P said, "She is my mother's son's daughter." So let me place P somewhere about here. And P said that she is my mother's, this is P's mother. Okay, he is my mother's. Let us make this mother also. So that makes her grandmother. She is the grandmother of P. It says that she is my mother's sons. Now here comes the son of this grandmother. Okay, son's daughter. So here it comes as the daughter. Okay, now P and this circle comes at the same level. They are the peer level or the sibling level. Okay, and since it is saying that she is my mother's son's daughter, this is the son of this grandmother. Okay, so they must be brother and sister. This P's mother and this rectangle should be brother and sister. Okay, and she is this rectangle's daughter, and they are at the same level, so they must be cousin. They cannot be brother or sister, they are cousins. Okay, because P's mother is the sister of this rectangle. Okay, So they must be cousin. So that's how we go about solving such sort of questions. You have to just write everything on the paper, whatever you feel like. Next question is a very important one, and it can seem difficult to you in the first look. Let us see. On the first day, a person earns rupee 1 and spends none. On every subsequent day, he earns twice the amount earned on previous day. So I think there is a typographical mistake in the question. It is on every subsequent day and not one every subsequent day. So please read like that only. Okay. So on every subsequent day, he earns twice the amount earned on previous day and spends half the amount earned on previous day. At the end of the 10th day, how much money is left with him? Okay. So let me just mark the number of days here. Day number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay. Now it is saying about earning and whatever he spending, and then it is being asked how much money is left with him, like it is asking the saving. It is asking about saving. Okay. And we know that saving is equal to earning minus spending. So let me see whatever he is earning day wise. Okay, so on the first day, a person earns rupee 1. So on day 1 he earns 1 and spends none. Spends none, 0. On every subsequent day, he earns twice the amount earned on previous day. So on day 2, how much will he earn? He earns twice the amount earned on previous day. So he earned 1 rupee on one day. So on day 2, he will earn 2 rupees. On day 3, it will earn 4 rupees. So we can express it like this: 2 square, then 2 cube, 2 raised to the power 4, and so on. We can just write this. Okay, so this is how we can write this. What about the spending? He earns twice the amount earned on previous day and spends half the amount earned on previous day. Okay, so it spends half the amounts earned on previous day. Like on day number 2, how much will he spend? Half the amount earned on day number 1. So half of this. So 1 by 2. Okay. On day 3, half the amount of this, 2. So half the amount is 1. On day 4, half the amount of this 2 square, which is 2. On day 5, half the amount of this, which is 2 square. And similarly, this series will go like this: 2 cube, 2 to the power 4, 2 raised to the power 5, 2 raised to the power 6, 2 raised to the power 7. Now the question is asking at the end of 10th day, how much money is left with him? So how much money is left with him? We have to just do earning minus spending, which is subtracting the spending part from the earning part. Okay. So clearly, if we talk about the subtraction, we can see that 1 is being cancelled by 1, 2 by 2, 2 square by 2, 2 cube by this, 2 cube, 2 4 by 2 4, 2 5, 2 6 by 2 6, 2 7 by 2 7. So what remains is 2 raised to the power 8 plus 2 raised to the power 9 minus what remains in this row? In this row, this remains only half, minus half. Okay. So what is 2 raised to the power 8? It is, what is this? It is 256. And what is 2 raised to the power 9? It is 512 minus half. So what comes out? 768 minus 0.5, which is 767.5. That is the answer. So you see, when you have seen the question, when you were first reading the question, you thought that it is a very difficult question and how will you solve this? But it was not like that. Okay. We started solving it logically. Whenever such sort of question appears in front of you, the first thing that you should do is try to think logically and try to write everything on the paper, whatever you can, based on what you can decipher from the question. So that's why we did this. We just straight away uh, began to write the day, earning, spending, and ultimately we came to know about the saving part. So that's how you can just solve any sort of tricky question, by just writing it on the paper, whatever comes in front of you. Okay. So next question. So the last question, which is the question number 12 in this mock video, because the logical reasoning section consists of 12 questions. This is a question which is based on circular puzzles. Okay, correct. So this is the main puzzle and which will be followed by its question. Let us see the main puzzle. 8 persons, Ankur, Brijesh, Sharan, Dhawan, Enric, Farhan, Girish and Harish are sitting around a circular table. Not necessarily in the same order. In the following manner. Girish is sitting to the immediate left of Dhawan, who is sitting opposite Harish. Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric. Ankur is sitting opposite Sharan, who is not adjacent to Farhan. Like Girish is sitting to the immediate left of Dhawan. So first of all, we should just draw a circular table, a round table, and we can just start calling these 8 persons by their initials like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So first of all, whenever we are solving such sort of questions, we should focus who is sitting to the immediate left or immediate right of someone. Okay. So Girish is sitting to the immediate left of Dhawan. Like maybe we can place these 8 people like this. Okay. Now Girish is sitting to the immediate left of Dhawan. So Girish is sitting here and Dhawan is sitting here. Okay. Girish is sitting to the immediate left of Dhawan, because this is the left of Dhawan and this is the right of Dhawan. Okay. Left, right. Correct. Who is sitting opposite Harish? So Dhawan is sitting opposite Harish. Correct. Next, next condition, Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric. Brijesh is sitting to the immediate left of Enric. So I don't know where is Brijesh right now. Okay. Next we have Ankur is sitting opposite Charan, who is not adjacent to Farhan. Okay. So let us place Ankur sitting opposite Charan. So maybe if Ankur is sitting here, then Charan may be sitting here. Okay. Like maybe if Ankur is sitting, okay, so they have to sit opposite. Like Ankur cannot sit here and Charan has to sit here in where G is sitting right now. So let us see where Ankur can be sitting. If Ankur is sitting here, then Charan has to be here. Okay, we're not sure about this. Okay, now who is not adjacent to Farhan? Ankur is sitting opposite Charan, who is not adjacent to Farhan. So Charan cannot be adjacent to Farhan. Okay, and the other condition what we have is Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric. So first of all, let us try to understand the situation of Ankur and Charan. Ankur is sitting opposite Charan. So maybe A or C is here and C or A is here. Okay, maybe Charan is sitting here, maybe Ankur is sitting here, we don't know. Similarly, this is the same situation like A or C or A can come here. Okay, we're not sure about their arrangements right now. Okay, one thing is for sure that this position, this position cannot be occupied by A or C, because G is already sitting opposite to this. Okay, correct. Now Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric. Where should Brijesh sit? First of all, try to understand that, because Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric. Like if we place Enric over here, what will be the left of Enric? This will be the left of Enric, this will be the right of Enric, because Enric is facing here. Correct. And Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric. So Brijesh should come here, which cannot be true because H is already here. So let us just rub this off. correct? Next we see, so how to place Brijesh and Enric, because Enric cannot come at that position. Okay, now if Enric comes up at this position, this one, okay, then Brijesh should come here. Can it be possible? Because A and C have to be opposite each other. So if B and E occupy both these positions, A and C cannot come opposite to each other in any case, because if A is coming here, then C has to come here. Okay, so they cannot be sitting like this in opposite direction. So this cannot be also true. B and E cannot be placed like this. Okay. Now let us try to think the positioning of Brijesh and Enric. So we try to place Brijesh maybe over here. Let me just rub them. If Brijesh is sitting here, then Brijesh is to the immediate left of Enric, then Enric has to be here. Okay, and in that case, if either of A or C is here, then the opposite has to be here, and this case cannot be true because we have already placed Enric here and Brijesh here. So in that case, the only one remaining is Farhan, which has to be here. Okay, now what about A and C? What about Ankur and Charan? We are it is already displaying that Ankur is sitting opposite Charan, who is not adjacent to Farhan. So C and F cannot be adjacent to each other. Okay, this is F. So C cannot come here. C cannot be adjacent to this. So A is here, and here C has to be here. So we have analyzed all the cases, and based on which we have clearly plotted the directions. You have done the hard work. Congratulations, you have done the hard work and you have completed this puzzle. Okay, now the question comes up. Okay, let us see the question. This is the question. If Charan and Enric interchange their positions, who are adjacent to Brijesh? It becomes easy once you have the entire puzzle with you solved. Okay, so this is a solution which we have made. Like if Charan and Enric interchange their positions, Charan and Enric, Charan and Enric interchange their positions. Okay, what happens? Who are to the adjacent to Brijesh? Like Brijesh is sitting in between. So even if they interchange their positions, Charan goes over here and Enric goes over here. Even in that situation, B is sitting here in between. So even in that case, both Charan and Enric are to the adjacent of Brijesh, even if they interchange their positions. Okay. Like originally also, Enric and Charan are to the either sides of Brijesh. They are adjacent to Brijesh. So even if they exchange their positions, they will still be adjacent to Brijesh. So this is how we have solved all the questions. Congratulations to you all. If in case you have watched the full video, it means you are serious about the exam, and I congratulate you for that. In case you want a written version of this entire exercise, this entire mock video, you can join our WhatsApp group, link for which is given right there in the description below. Please join it in order to get the study material for that. Okay, and in case you want to see the entire course, you can visit the website teachmycourse.com. Please don't be hesitant in sharing this video. It takes a lot of effort in preparing such a sort of mock video. So please do share with all your friends who need to prepare for the AMCAT and who are looking for a good job. I hope you had a good time while solving this video and while watching this entire video. And I hope you have benefited from watching this video. So I once again request you to please join our WhatsApp group and please do hit the subscribe button of the channel. And I see you in the next video. I hope you had a good time. So I hope you continue to learn and you continue to prepare yourself for the AMCAT exam. I hope this mock video will be of great use to you. So that's it for now. I would say bye bye.